Alright, we're talking about this here Pinewood Derby Car kit.
Sounds good.
For Boy Scouts.
Okay.
Apparently my son got this here kit for the Boy Scouts and we gotta make the car for him. So we did a little research here. We got the rules right here. It has to be the same size as the block, but instead of making a cute little decorative car, we did some research, and there's a nice little YouTube video detailing every method of optimization here. So what we need to do is polish those nails. You see these nails? And apparently they got like little burrs on them, and I can see it. It's got little things that hang off when it was formed.
Try and get it a little closer up there. Maybe they can see it. I don't know.
So as you can see, it's got little tiny ridges on it, and there's a perfect shot right there. You can see the little burr that goes across it. Yep. And since we got that nail polishing to do here, we also, let's see, center mass, we'll put that baby, it says, here, let's go through the stuff. Yep, graphite on it, bend the axle, polish it, cant the back wheels, cant the front wheel in, lift one wheel up, so it's 3 wheels. This will cause it to go into the track.
Into the track.
It's aerodynamic. Yeah, and this is what causes it to ride the rail. It's the wheel that's canted in, and that's the wheel that's up, so it reduces friction. It looks funny, but I guess it works. Alright, and so I scaled this drawing here. Picture he had on there, and it's 1/4 inch in the front, 3/4 in the back. Alright, and then we gotta modify and optimize for the weight distribution. That'll be the last piece. And we're still unsure about the wheels here. Let's check the list here. It says the race committee should decide on rules and race procedures. They have them printed and distributed to all participants at least 2 weeks before the race. I don't seem to have any of those there. Tried to hit people up and no response yet. So what do you think about that? Is that cheating?
Nope. The guy said it wasn't cheating, so it's not cheating, I suppose.
Alright.
It'd be nice to get a video of this car in the race.
Yeah, it would. Alright, so let's make it happen. We're gonna have to go out to the shop and either use a bandsaw or the table saw, take some material off. Alright, so we're ready to cut this Pinewood Derby car here, and I decided not to cut my fingers off with the table saw, make a jig to do it, so I'll just take the bandsaw and cut right along this line here with this bandsaw. Unfortunately, the blade is really dull, so it's going to take quite a long time, but just as well, we'll make do. There we go, that ain't so bad. Alright, we'll just try to freshen it up real quick with some sandpaper and see how it comes out. It's doing okay. Sandpaper's getting dull though. Alright, that looks pretty smooth there. I got a couple of blade burns, but that'll be fine. I think we'll work with that there. Alright, well I think we're strapped for time here. We're just going to sand the corners here real lightly to break the edges. No round over because we don't have an 1/8 inch round over bit. Let's take a little bit here. Alright, looks like we found another can of paint here, Rust-Oleum gloss. It's antique white, and we got a wire on here to hold it. Pick it up. Let's give it a coat here. Get her chooching. Alright, got it all painted here. This should soak in and dry real quick because it's the first coat. That's about all we probably need anyway. Alright, so we gotta work on these here axles, and the chart says the more work we do, the better it'll be. And lucky I have some sandpaper left from when I polished my processors. Yep. So what do we got here? I couldn't find my main pack. I must have left it somewhere, but we got 800, 600 steel wool, and graphite. So if I do all that and give her a good polish here, we should be right at the top of the charts. Alright, let's get started doing that. Alright, we got all the sandpaper cut out here, and we're just going to take a file it, and then run through the sandpaper one at a time. Alright, let's run through this sandpaper here. Alright, got through all the sandpaper, let's do the steel wool. Alright, finally got all those nails polished here, and the next step is bending the axle. They say about 2 degrees here. I don't seem to have a protractor or anything to measure an angle too much, but I do have a nice compass here that'll help me out hopefully. What we're going to do is take the nail chucked up in the drill and just give her a couple taps here and try to get a little bend out of it. And then I started working on the derby car with my son. We put the wheels on, started putting the weights on, decorating the car, and finally we have the car finished. And he loved playing with the drill.